Hello and welcome to episode 14 of the Sky Factory series. As I left you last time, I told you that I was going to look into solutions to getting the automation of the compressed cobblestone going. So I'm pretty sure I found the best solution you can have. You might notice here I have another tube coming off of my deep storage unit, which is housing my cobblestone. I've got a stack upgrade and quite a few speed upgrades in there. And it's going over to some cyclic assemblers. Now, if you've never looked at cyclic assemblers, essentially you set a pattern for how you want them to operate and what you want them to make, then you fill them with material. So I've got the first one fed with cobblestone, which is making compressed cobblestone. Got the second one filled, well, getting filled with compressed cobblestone to make doubly compressed cobblestone, and so on and so forth until we get to the end, where I'm going to be making the quintuple compressed cobblestone that's needed to get the portal to the deep dark going. As you can see, even with all this speed, all of it being fed in there like that, it still takes a really long time to get to quintuple compressed cobblestone, because I haven't even made one yet, and I've had the system going for a little while now, actually. So I'm pretty sure that also this is the fastest way to get to the octuple compressed cobblestone, which is one of the challenges that is in the original Sky Factory pack. To be able to craft octuple compressed cobblestone in less than a certain amount of minutes, or maybe an hour, I can't remember exactly which, but I'm pretty sure this is how you do that too. So I'm going to be getting that together, and then I'm going to be making those unstable ingots, and then guys, we're going to head to the deep dark today. I'll be back with you in a little bit. Alright guys, so here we are. We're going to try to do this. I think I'll be able to do this quick enough, but I'm really not sure. So, here we go. Well, that was certainly a glitch. So, I'm not sure what caused that glitch before, but I managed to get it done. I had to use a couple more lives, sadly, but I've got the portal to the deep dark here. So let's see, where would be the best place to put it? I think that since it's going to another dimension, it ought to be pretty close to the void. I think actually we're going to hop down here and then place it, well, I mean really just right here. Nothing can come across the portal to the deep dark, just me. So let's go. And here we go. This is what the deep dark looks like when you first spawn into it. You get a cobblestone room with all kinds of things in empty space beneath you, and then plenty of just solid cobblestone above you. If I was to dig down far enough, I would find that it empties out into a gigantic open cave. And if I dig up, eventually I will find bedrock, if I remember correctly. So I think this is a great opportunity for us to check our quest book and collect the reward for that. It'll be good because that half heart will give me enough stuff that I can replenish one of the lives that I lost. So let's see what I get as a reward. 64 wheat. Totally useless. Does seem to be the course of things now. I'm at a point where if I don't get like a totally awesome reward, it's just not even worth it to me. But oh well, completing the challenges is the point. I didn't want to give myself ridiculous rewards to help me along, because I didn't feel that that was really the point of the challenges either. So guys, I'm going to think about what to do here. I might set up a quarry. That's funny to say in a skyblock map, but I just might. But probably not. I'm probably going to go back and work on more challenges. I don't know. I'll let you know what I'm going to do next. I'll be back, guys. So as not a complete update on what I'm going to do next, I'm just going to show you one other thing that I'm going to do. So as you can see here, I've got 4 bedrockium ingots and a wooden bowl and an etheric sword. So if you don't know, in the latest version of Extra Utilities, you can get a reinforced watering can that will allow you to put it in an autonomous activator or a turtle or whatever else, because normally you can't do that. The watering cans will be busted if they are put inside of any of those machines. But in the latest version, by sacrificing part of your soul, Tima has allowed us to get a reinforced watering can. So if you do this, you permanently lose part of your health. But I'm going to do it once. Bam, you can see that I lost a heart. There's just one less heart that I don't have anymore. And it also damaged the etheric sword, which normally does not take any damage at all. But then, if I go over to a crafting table, put in the soul fragment, the bedrocking ingots, and the bowl, I have a reinforced watering can. And I can put it inside this autonomous activator, have it water some of my magical crops so that I get plenty of resources. So it's one of those things that I've read about, but I've never actually used myself. And this thing is ridiculous, guys. Look at this. Alright, so just this crop right here, because it's a huge area. I mean, seriously. Yeah, that's a 3 in every direction from the crop that I'm targeting. And look at how quick it is. That is so much quicker than a normal magical crops would grow or a normal watering can would produce. That's pretty silly, guys. So with my newfound ability to just get a ridiculous amount of resources using this silly watering can, I've upgraded all of my farming stations with a tier 3 unbreakable essence infused hoe. If I go up here, you can see that I have 3 farming stations. Each one of those farming stations is using one of these unbreakable hoes. That's the ridiculous amount of resources I can get now. I'm gonna put on the essence armor probably, just to have unlimited creative flight and silly amounts of protection. Because I can do that. I can grow this stuff so quickly. You guys ready to put down another challenge? I know I am. So let's go ahead and get some of this stuff made. Challenge we're working on right now, duplicate an enchanted book. So let's put down, we need a print press, and then we need several of those for us ourselves. We'll just put those there. And then it looks like we need some more slabs. No, gotta be oak, because that's the wood that I have. It'd be easier for me to just pull it up. Okay, let's just make a couple of stacks of that. There we go. So we'll pull this back up. There we go. And then we need to make the typesetting table. Not too bad of a recipe there. And then we need the printing press. Oh, I needed 3. Alright, so there's that. And then I need a weighted pressure plate. And that's it. I should have everything else. So there we go. Got ourselves a printing press. And let's take a look at the enchanted books that I have. Got quite a few of them, as you can see. This Fisher's been going for a while. That's pretty good. Nope. 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 I'm looking for nothing specific, honestly. I guess it doesn't really matter. We will take this one, because that one's got some good enchants on it for many different things. And then we'll need to level up a few times, because I think that the highest enchantment is 40 levels. So let's just grab that with some of these Experience seeds. Ah, it can only take you to 30. Oh well. That being the case, let's go over here. We'll just pull it out of the liquid XP stock. Yeah, you can hear the auto pigment farm kicking up there as some of the experience is falling down into the sewer here. But yeah, guys, we're about to duplicate an enchanted book. Finish off another challenge. How cool is that? I'm going to be honest with you. I've never done this before. I kind of know how it works. I've read a couple of documents about it, or web pages, I guess I should say. And, but this is going to be a first for me. I've never messed with duplicating enchanted books. Because usually, I guess, I don't get good enough enchanted books that I really think it's worth trying to duplicate them. Just going to get to level 41. There we go. Let's see here. Where would be a good place? Honestly, down there in the Thaumcraft, the area I built for Thaumcraft, probably be the best area for some kind of arcane ritual like duplicating enchanted books. So let's put down the typesetting table, which honestly I should probably put in the floor if I can pick this back up. Because it involves actually like pressing on certain areas of it here. So there's the printing press, and then I think these go there. Oh, you know what I'm going to need? I'm going to need my monocle. It's going to enable me to read all of the settings here that I'm messing with. So let me grab that up, and we'll head back down there. Okay. So let's pop that on in place of my Tier 4 Essence Infused Helm. And then we will pull out the book and set it down there. Ooh, requires 50 levels. That's a bit more. That's a bit more. I thought 40 was the biggest, but I guess I was wrong. Let's go grab a few more levels, guys. I mean, technically speaking, the challenge is already complete, because all I coded into the quest book there was the challenge itself of getting the items together to do the duplicating of enchanting books. But honestly, I'm not going to consider it complete until I actually do copy an enchantment. But you can see here, it's already considering it done. But guys, look, we do not have that much left to do. We got some more work on the trophy room that we have to do, a few more things we have to add. We've got to make the heart canisters, which honestly is just waiting for the hearts to appear. I've got all of the items together except for the miniature red hearts. We'll have to open some more lucky blocks. We'll have to auto-craft a 64K storage, which means I'll have to set up the network a little bit more. And then we've got to go to the end and slay us an Ender Dragon, and that's all the Tier 2 challenges done. Although we do still have the Tier 3 challenges, which are not coded into the book and will all be handled freehand, because a lot of them are just, they're in such a way that I cannot code them into the book. There's just no way to do it, except for the one that's like kill a wither in each dimension. I could code that one into the book, guys, but I'm just not going to, honestly, since that's really the only one I can put together. Alright, let's head back down there. This endless creative mode flight, I gotta say, pretty good. Enjoying it. Okay, so then let's see. Or is it right-clicking the book? Yeah, there we go. And now I've got an enchanted plate that can produce Huh. Wow, I thought that it would copy the book entirely, but it sure didn't. It copied only the sharpness 3, it looks like. Well, that's upsetting. I did not know that it worked that way. Oh well, live and learn. Like I said, first time for me. And then we also need a book to actually duplicate it. But then, from this point forward, we have a plate that can make enchanted 3 books at any time that we want. Any time at all. So we put it here, and then we put some ink up here, I believe. There we go. And then it's going to start copying that book. Or copying the enchanted part, I mean. And there we go. And now we have a book there. Oh, no, it did copy all of them. Okay. Well, there we go. At any point, I can print a book that's going to give me sharpness 3, efficiency 3, protection 3, and frugal 3. So there we go, guys. Another challenge done. So let's go ahead and accept the reward for that. And take that reward bag. 64 dirt. Yeah, they're almost comical at this point. But alright, guys, I think the next one I'm going to do is set up the AE network to accept the auto crafting. We're going to get to work on that today. Alright, I'm waiting for a few things to cook up, but I figure I might as well show you what I've been doing here. So, over there and up top, you can see a few more of the components to the Applied Energistics network. These are the new ME controllers. You have to place them sort of in a ring shape. No more than 2 sides can be taken up to touch each other, or the network will be incomplete and not work correctly. You can see here I've also got, on this side, I've got a couple of dense cables going into some P2P tunnels. Those are being used to direct the channels that come off of the ME controller around, because if you're not familiar, it works entirely different from how it did before. There is a limited number of channels that are available for all of the different things that can connect to the network. The ME controller is what provides those channels. If you hook just a straight glass cable up to one of the channels, or the controller blocks, it'll output 8 channels. But if you hook a dense cable, it'll output 32, which you can see right there. I'm using 10 of them in that P2P tunnel. So then if we come over here, you can see that I have another P2P tunnel linked to that one by using the same color dense cable that's then spreading those channels out to all of the different molecular assemblers, which is what is going to craft all of the items. I've got interfaces here that all have recipes in them, or several of them have recipes in them at least. You can control it by coming to the interfaces and right-clicking on them and putting patterns in just like you could before. Or there's a new terminal called the pattern terminal, or no, the interface terminal here, which is where you can put the patterns that you encode into as well, and then you'll be able to put stuff there, so that way you can craft it. So I think I should have enough of the circuits done here. Let me go ahead and pull them out and put them into the network. And then if I come, actually just still in that same terminal, you can see up here, these are the patterns that I've got craftable. If I click on the 64K ME storage network and tell it to craft 1, you can see this is a list of all of the resources that it's going to use to craft that 64K storage, and how many bytes of storage it's going to do, which I'll tell you about that in just a second. So if I go ahead and click start, it'll take it a few minutes. If we come over here and look at the terminals, you might see a couple of them fire up with items being made. Yeah, look at that. Pretty neat. Pretty exciting. What it is by channels, there's these crafting storage CPUs. These kind of take the place of some of the blocks from the molecular assembler before, but essentially you have to craft these to be able to do the auto crafting system. Each CPU can hold or can manage one item unless you put more CPUs or co-processing CPUs with it to make the items, while the molecular assemblers do everything inside of themselves. So if we go back over here, I think that 64K will be done by now. Yep. And pluck that out, and then go ahead and throw it inside of this drive here. So that's a challenge done, guys. So let's go into the book. Tier 2. Get back out of that. And click on this, and claim the reward. An iron sword. there are some machines that use those, so that is not without merit having that at all. But yeah, that's another one done, guys. So, we're moving on. We're getting done quickly. So, the next thing that I'm going to do is open up the lucky blocks here. You can see I've already put together the other 54 that I need to be able to do that. But I am creeping up in time on this episode, so I'm going to have to do that next time. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed the shenanigans that went on in today's episode, all the auto crafting and stuff. That's quite amazing, actually. I'm very impressed with Applied Energistics 2. If you did enjoy it, or if you found that I helped you at all, please leave a like on the episode. It really helps motivate me to keep going. Also, if you want to see more, please subscribe to me, because there will be more. Thank you for watching again. I hope you all have a great day.